It is that time again. Time to go buy a new car. Andrew is graciously giving Colin and I a ride to the airport because there is currently still a global health situation. These are the #1 important thing for our trip, but we're flying down and picking up a new car and driving it home. So get ready for some long GoPro time-lapse shots. After a quick 2.5-hour flight, we are...
If you are missing a flowery rolling bag, if you're feeling...
You bought the wrong rolling bag.
And you are missing a flowery rolling bag.
Oh my God. After a quick 2.5-hour flight, we are in Tampa, Florida, about to meet the owner of the car, Sean. He's gonna pick us up. We're gonna go take care of a couple things, and it shall soon be in my possession. Palm trees. Here's our ride. Getting picked up in a Raptor. Look at those wheels. All right, I won't make you guys wait any longer. This is the car, a 2018 Shelby GT350R, finished in lead foot gray. Just finished with the paperwork. About to run to the dealer, get the extended warranty transferred over. But here she is. Thanks to the owner, Sean. This is this awesome Raptor. Here's my new car. All right, let's go. Why am I hopping in the passenger seat? I'm driving. It's been a very stressful last 2 to 3 hours running around to various Ford dealerships trying to get a couple things taken care of. Needed to get some quarts of 5W50, and after visiting multiple dealers, finally got a couple quarts at Elder Ford. They were helpful. A couple other dealers in the Tampa area that will remain unnamed were a complete pain to work with and not enjoyable. Regardless, we have the car. I'm gonna check the oil level, make sure everything's okay before we start driving. No license plate on it because I bought private party, but I have the title, bill of sale, and my insurance in the car. And we're gonna start the long drive back to Chicago. We'll talk a little bit more about the car in a moment. I'm sweaty because it's like 103 degrees in Tampa today, quite warm. Haven't eaten anything all day, so we're gonna get some food and hit the road. Quick stop for gas somewhere in Georgia. The 350 only has about a 16-gallon fuel tank, and I'm averaging about 20 mpg on the freeway. Not brilliant fuel economy, but whatever. So we're gonna be stopping a couple of times, killing some bugs, but the car already has paint protection on the front end, so we're okay to keep going. Just cruising along. We are hoping that we don't hit any rain because it's running Cup 2s, and Cup 2s don't have much tread and would not like rain at all. It's 5 in the morning on Saturday. We've been driving through tonight. We're in Kentucky and we saw the National Corvette Museum sign from the freeway as we're going by, so we pulled off. It's closed right now because it's 5 in the morning on Saturday, but have to get a couple pictures of the Shelby with the National Corvette Museum sign. The track is somewhere over there, I think. After an 18-hour drive, we are back home. It's the next morning. We caught up on some sleep last night, and first things first, the Shelby needs a wash. It is quite filthy from the drive. Do a quick car wash, and then we'll take it outside and walk around and show you guys the details. And here it is, my new car, a 2018 Shelby GT350R. It's finished in lead foot gray with the black racing stripes. Ended up finally going with a Shelby GT350R. I've been trying to buy one of these for a long time. Got distracted and sidetracked with some other cars, but now I finally have bought a 350R. So the R has the bigger carbon fiber rear wing, carbon fiber wheels, and then a little bit longer of a splitter up front. This one already has a couple of mods. Already has paint protection film in the front. You see the tow hook in there, and then a Watson roll bar in the back, which looks really cool. Now, the R doesn't have back seats at all, so this doesn't really compromise usability. You weren't gonna put people there, so it just looks really cool. And inside we have the electronics pack. Before we get further, I can pop the trunk and show you guys the window sticker. 2018 350R, MSRP is $69,490. All it has is the carbon fiber pack with the wheels and the wing. Let's see what else. Over the top racing stripe was $475. Gas guzzler tax was $1,300. This thing does indeed drink fuel. The electronics pack means that it does have air conditioning and sync with the touchscreen system. So Apple CarPlay, I was listening to music the whole way back. I personally would not want to buy an R without air conditioning because it does have a little bit of weight savings, but most of the time I'm going to use the car on the road and I would like air conditioning. Outside of that, I mean, it's a 350R. There's no other explanation that's needed. Flat plane crank, high revving, 5.2 V8, manual, rear wheel drive, track focused. I do really look forward to getting an opportunity to track this car, autocross, all sorts of different events, utilize its potential. Some changes will be coming. I'll get to those in a second. One of the first things, and I mentioned this in the video I filmed with Matt and his 350R, new wheels and tires are going to be in order. So the carbon wheels are amazing. They're very lightweight, but they're also really expensive. Something like if you go to a dealer, it's like $4 grand per wheel, which is a lot of money. And if they get even remotely damaged, you really can't fix them. So, and also, they're running Cup 2 tires from the factory, which are great. They're really sticky and grippy, but look at that. There is not much tread on them at all. We got into a rainstorm on the way home, and I had to do like 50 miles an hour on the freeway to avoid hydroplaning. They're not really not definitely all year round, but even in any sort of dampness on the roads and rain, they're not ideal. So either way, I'm going to be going to Michelin Pilot S4S, PS4S, with some signature forged wheels. That is already the goal, already working on that. So we'll be getting those hopefully soon once they are made and put on the car. Additionally, when you cold start this car, the valves automatically actuate. It's really annoying. So there's a little toggle switch right there on the right side that allows you to control the valves. And I just want to be able to leave them open when I cold start, not have it actuate. So there is a little valve controller I will be getting. In terms of other things, nothing major planned yet. I'm going to keep it naturally aspirated. There are some really cool supercharger kits and turbo kits for these things. But if I wanted forced induction, I probably would have gone OEM forced induction immediately. I didn't pick a GT500 because I wanted manual, naturally aspirated. That was just what I wanted for this car at the moment. I really missed having a manual transmission, and I have one again. This car also has an extended warranty for, I think, 72 months, 36,000 miles. So that's covered for a while. It's a 2018, so they worked out a couple of the kinks. It doesn't have the doesn't have the Voodoo Gen 2 motor. That started in 2019, where they made a couple of other changes. The whole Shelby got some changes for 2019. This is still a 2018, but 2 years into the production run. Here's something else I personally really like a lot. It's the owner's supplement for the Shelby. So you get this little like book with some cool pictures in it. And if we lift it up below that, we have a piece of cardboard. We have a model of the flat plane crank with a little stand that has the chassis number on it. JR618 is mine, the little USB. But that's the little flat plane crank model is definitely what I really wanted to have. I will be documenting what it's like to have this car, do a full review, nice cinematic videos of it. Really excited. Lead foot gray is a cool color. It looks, all of my friends are like, oh, of course you got this. It looks like Nardo. It's a little darker than Nardo in my opinion. I like it a lot. I was hoping to get a more bright colored car. I was looking at an Orange Fury GT350 non-R, but this one ended up coming up. It was a great deal. Once the wheels go on it, I'm really excited to see the way that looks, but I think it's a good combination. Black stripes or white stripes? Matt sent me a picture of a lead foot gray R with white stripes, and I really liked the way it looked, so more changes might be coming. Regardless, 350R is here. It was a long and tiring drive. This video initially wasn't that peppy and exciting because it was flying down with a global health crisis, wasn't that ideal. took all the precautions, wore a mask, and then getting stuff figured out. Tampa was like 94 to 100 degrees ambient. It was super hot and humid, and the one dealer we went to try to get a couple things taken care of was not helpful in any way. So props to the owner for sticking through and helping me get things taken care of. And then finally just starting a drive back. We debated stopping, decided not to, so Colin and I drove 18 hours straight from Tampa back to the Chicago area. We are home. The thing drank gas. It gets like, I think we averaged 20 mpg, which was brilliant for this thing. It feels slightly strange to have a garage full of American vehicles. After having four straight German cars, 3 straight Audis, I've gone to a Ram pickup truck and a Shelby 350R. I debated a couple of the German cars, some of the Europeans. Remember, McLaren was in the talks, Audi R8 again was in the talks. Decided I want the manual, naturally aspirated rear-wheel drive. This will be a lot of fun. If things go according to plan, someday maybe I'll add a supercar and exotic to the garage, but this is the car right now. Chassis JR. Oh yeah, another thing with these tires, the Cup 2s are so sticky. Just driving along this little road to this parking lot, they pick up so many little rocks and pebbles. It was just, you can see. I just washed the car. There's a bunch already caught in here. They make these little block-off plates that can stop rocks from getting trapped in here. But Cup 2s will pick up every single little piece of gravel and chuck them all over your car. So that is one thing. I will be running PS4. It's also really wide. You can see that's the OEM width and how much the tires already poke out. I believe the rears are 315s, yeah, 315, 30, 019, and these are 305s up front. My new setup will be 305 still, and I think 325s in the back because PS4s only come in that size fitment. Decent sized trunk. You can see the roll bar does extend into the back here. The big carbon fiber wing. I've barely owned this car for a day, and I'm already looking at things to change. Now, because of money, I'm not gonna go all out immediately, just taking care of the things that need to be taken care of immediately. But like, you can get this is carbon already, but you can get it in exposed carbon fiber. You can also get the side skirts in carbon fiber. You can also get the front splitter in carbon fiber, which already scrapes a lot because it's low and extends out very far. But I could deck it out in carbon fiber. I could also, I think they make a kit for upgrading these lights, because these are still like incandescent indicators and they look hideous. So might want to change. There's so many things, so many things. Anyways, we'll finish this video off. More videos to come with my new 350R. Here she is, Leadfoot Gray. I made a new little Instagram account for it, Leadfoot350R. We'll have dedicated pictures of just that car on that Instagram account, separate from my main one, which is covered of all sorts of different cars that I'm driving and spending time with. And there we go. This was a lot of fun. It was a good drive. Now I am a Mustang owner again, which is nice. The first car I ever bought myself when I finally had enough money, right before graduating college, was a Boss 302 Laguna Seca. I thought about an E92 M3. Ended up deciding, hey, I'm gonna try out the 302 Laguna Seca. That was sold shortly because I ended up moving up to different cars, but it was still the first car I ever bought myself and holds a little bit of a special place in my heart. And now we're back into a Ford Performance product again with the Shelby 350R. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be filming many more with the 350R. We'll get some nice cinematic shots of the Sony A7S II. Thanks for watching, guys.